What's up, guys? It's Rob here, and today we're going to be talking about Lucid stock because this stock, ticker symbol LCID, has been blowing up over the past 2 days on amazing news, blasting through resistance levels, and you can see it all right here on the chart. So first of all, let me explain a key thing that a lot of people don't realize about Lucid stock. If you look back at the past year, you can see that for many months, we have been struggling to break through $28. We have tried several times here, and then twice over here. We tried to break through 28, and we finally done it. It has been the longest struggle for people holding Lucid stock. They kept seeing it get up to 28 and get shot back down. We finally blasted through. We knew it was going to be in a big way. We've been watching this specific resistance level on this channel for a long time, ever since the PIPE investment of equity was released, right? We've been covering Lucid for a long time on this channel, so we're very excited to see that we're up massively on this incredible news that Lucid shares are up 47% after confirming the first deliveries of their car. That's going to start on Saturday. Okay, deliveries of the $169,000 Air Dream Edition will begin on Saturday. So very impressive stuff for Lucid stock. That's October 30th. Today is Friday. They're up about 4% on the day, and we're up massively yesterday. So a lot of people are buying into this stock on the news that they are finally going to be releasing their vehicles, and a lot of people are looking into this stock for the first time. You can see on Google Trends. This stock has been increasingly getting searched for throughout the week. Today, reaching peaks. The highest search ranking you can reach is 100, so it has been getting record search rankings day after day, right? The past 2 days that it has been spiking, it's been getting searched a ton on Google. A ton of new people are investing in this stock, as it is a much less well-known stock than other EV companies like Tesla, right? If you look at Lucid on Yahoo Finance, you can see that it only has a $58 billion market cap, whereas Tesla has a $1 trillion market cap. And that's understandable, right? That Tesla's market cap is going to be much larger than Lucid's because Lucid is just starting to deliver their vehicles for the first time, and Tesla's been doing that for a long time. Tesla is also up massively. It's doing very well. But what's very interesting, right, is that currently Lucid does not have a PE ratio, right? Because they don't actually have any profits. They're not a profitable company yet. They have not been selling their vehicles up until this point. It's very exciting now that they are accepting orders and delivering their vehicles. We will actually be having an earnings call coming up relatively soon. If you look, on November 15th, we have the next earnings call. So that's in about half a month. And that will be a very important date to keep your eye on. In just 15 to 16 days, this stock could really be experiencing a lot of volatility come the earnings, because that's likely when the company will announce some numbers about how many orders it has received and how much revenue it has generated from now delivering its vehicles. So it's very interesting to see. And what you should note about Lucid stock and its market cap in relation to Tesla's, it is still incredibly small, right? 58 billion compared to the $1 trillion market cap of Tesla. Obviously, Tesla is far ahead of them in terms of how long they've been delivering vehicles and how well their autonomous driving works. However, it is worth mentioning that Lucid is ahead of Tesla in one very important way, range-wise, right? We've covered this on the channel before, but essentially, Lucid's luxury sedan has a much longer range than Tesla's, right? The Lucid Air Dream Edition range luxury sedan has received US government certification for a range of 520 miles from the EPA, okay? And this sedan is the longest range EV ever rated by the EPA. And it actually is much longer range than Tesla's. Tesla's longest range vehicle is the Tesla Model S long range, and that has an EPA estimated range of 405 miles. So it's actually a 25% increase, more than a 25% increase in Tesla's longest range vehicle. So very impressive stuff from Lucid. They're doing incredibly well range-wise. A lot of people will likely want to be buying Lucid's cars because they might care about traveling, and that will actually be very good for their initial sales numbers. People want long-range EV vehicles because that's one of the biggest complaints about EV vehicles, the fact that they don't have a very long range and that you often have to stop and charge up your vehicle, and that can be a real hassle while traveling. A lot of people are likely going to want to buy up Lucid stock because on this earnings date, they may announce that very many people have been purchasing their cars as travelers, and people are interested in doing longer range trips in their electric vehicles and don't like stopping at charging stations that often, are likely to be buying up Lucid cars. Now, this news has been breaking on multiple platforms, right? On Reddit and Wall Street Bets, you can see right here, Lucid is the #1 top trending stock at the moment, up 230% mention-wise over the past 24 hours. There are 775 mentions and over 7,000 upvotes. So it is by far blasting through all the other chatter on Reddit and Wall Street Bets. People are talking about Lucid and buying the stock. You can see the same is true on StockTwits. It's the number 2 ranking stock right behind Shiba Inu coin, which is understandable. Shiba Inu has been doing incredible stuff lately and has just been skyrocketing to the moon. But Lucid is still sitting number 2. Very impressive to be ranked number 2 on StockTwits. A ton of people are talking about it. And one last thing I will point out about Lucid and why they may potentially be going up more is that the short interest. There are still some shorts who are short Lucid. And now that Lucid is having some real fundamental news coming out in relation to their stock, right, and their underlying company, a lot of these shorts, which aren't the largest percentage, right, 8% of the short interest or 8% of the free float is short, right? So 8% of shares available are shorted, which isn't the largest. However, if you look at the days to cover, it's 1.74. And there's still 44, almost 45 million shares short on Lucid stock, which seems rather steep considering how well this company has been doing and the fact that these shorts did not just build their position. They've had this position for a while, if you look. They've actually been decreasing it lately. And this might be the final feather in why they decide to get rid of their short positions entirely, right? The fact that they are now down massively and that it is unlikely that they are going to be able to gain back a lot of their money, right? The fact that Lucid, while it may drop a little bit, it's unlikely that it will return down to this previous range that it was trading in for the past year between $22 and $28. It seems unlikely now that they have started delivering vehicles and are likely to have a decent earnings call coming out, probably the best earnings call yet. In addition, if you look at Lucid options, you can see that there are very many open interest call options that were just blasted into the money, right? Because Lucid has moved up so much over the past 2 days, right? 47%. This was a relatively high market cap stock. People did not expect it to be moving as much as it did when it went up 47% in a single day. And so it's likely that institutions had sold out of the money call options as high as potentially even $37, $38, right? That are now in the money, right? Lucid has risen dramatically. And these call options were likely sold naked, right? Institutions weren't necessarily holding shares of Lucid when they were selling above $30 call options. They didn't expect it to just blast through 28. Institutions likely thought that Lucid was trapped below this $28 resistance for a while and was unlikely to get out and that they would have some warning if it was about to. However, we just blasted through on the news that they were releasing their first vehicles and delivering them tomorrow, actually. This Saturday, they are releasing and delivering their first vehicles. So institutions were likely caught with their pants down. They weren't expecting that so many people would be interested in buying Lucid stock, and these options could actually end up gamma squeezing some institutions. It's likely that institutions will have to add some buying pressure to Lucid stock. We'll have to keep an eye on it. Obviously, it could wane a little bit. It could drop down, and that could decrease the potential buying pressure. But as Lucid has risen so much, a lot of these call options were likely sold naked, and Lucid institutional sellers of these call options may actually end up having to buy Lucid shares to cover, and that would only serve to raise Lucid's price even more. Now, I am a holder of Lucid, so I'm not trying to tell anyone to do anything with their money. I'm not trying to tell anyone to buy Lucid. I'm just very bullish on Lucid. This is just my opinion. This isn't financial advice. I'm not telling anyone to buy the stock if they're not interested in it. It's just my opinion. So take it with a grain of salt. Don't buy Lucid if you're not interested in it. Do your own research, obviously. But that's what I have for you guys today on Lucid. I think it's a really great company, and they just had amazing news come out. So that's why Lucid's pumping. That's what I wanted to talk about today. Other than that, guys, have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.